The rain was coming down hard on N95, each drop a tiny explosion against the windshield. It was late, the kind of late where the world feels empty, except for the flickering neon sign of the Seafoam Motel. It promised cheap rooms and no questions asked. Perfect. Inside, the room smelled like damp carpet and old secrets. I was just scrolling through my phone, trying to forget the miles behind me, when a frantic knock shattered the quiet. Not a polite knock, but a desperate, pounding rhythm. I opened the door just a crack. He was drenched, wild-eyed, a man running from something far worse than the storm.
He called himself a stranger, but I could see his past clinging to him like the rain. He spoke of a life he'd lost, a corner office with a skyline view.
He'd been a player in a very dangerous game, shuffling data, copying files onto a thumb drive while his heart hammered against his ribs. He said he was a corporate analyst who stumbled upon something he wasn't supposed to see.
A conspiracy that reached the highest echelons of power. He knew it sounded crazy, but the terror in his eyes was real. He had proof, or at least fragments of it.
He pulled out his phone, his hands shaking. The screen showed blurry photos. A lavish yacht party on a foggy night, the faces of the guests hidden behind ornate masks. He pointed to one figure, a barely visible tattoo on their wrist.
He said it was the key, okay? He told me how they chased him, not just out of his job, but out of his life.
Black SUVs hunting him through rain-slicked alleys, their headlights like predatory eyes. He'd been running for weeks, living in places like this, always looking over his shoulder. Suddenly, the lights in the room buzzed and died, plunging us into total darkness. The only sound was the storm and our own breathing. Then, a whisper, right next to my ear. "They're here," a shuffle of feet, the faint click of the window latch, and then silence. When the emergency lights flickered on a moment later, the room was empty. The door was still locked from the inside. He was just gone. The next morning, I found a note tucked under my windshield wiper. "You're next." I looked up at the hill, at the sprawling mansion overlooking the coast, its windows gleaming in the morning sun. I wasn't running anymore. This ends now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for the next chapter.